Hello and welcome. This is part 2 of my playthrough of the Ariovistus Gamble, a first scenario for the Oppidum game, and we are in the turn 1. I've guessed that now this game will be a bit more faster since there will be less explaining and more fighting. So we are starting with Germans since they are initiative player, and now they can fire. Because we are starting with missile fire phase, and I will start with Sten. Sten is going to throw his spear on the Bitutos, and let me see if he hits. Yeah, he hit, and now how good it was. Wow, that's 2. So that's 2. There is no cover, and I believe that Bitutos is dead. Yeah, that's it. Bitutos goes dead. So I need to mark Sten as the one who already used his spear, and now he won't be able to use it anymore. Now he has no legal targets, and now Waldo. Waldo is armed with javelin, and same goes with Raban. So I will start with Waldo. He's trying to hit Dualtos with his javelin. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is still a short range for foot javelin. And this is a hit. And wow, that was lucky. So Dualtos is also dead. My bad God. And now that was Waldo, so I need to move Waldo by 1. He still has 1, 2, 3, 3 javelins, because javelin throwers have 4 missiles. And, well, now Raban has no legal targets because he cannot fire on Luemios because this horseman is on their way. Next, Kuno may throw his javelin at Damos, and that's what he's going to do. That's 10, that's a miss, so I need to mark Kuno as spent when it comes to his weapon. Let me mark him, right. Next, Waldo. Waldo is throwing his spear at Akumis. That's a miss. So Waldo is also marked as spent. Next. They have no option because this horse and their pals are on the line of sight, so they cannot throw any javelins. And I believe that Hengest already used his javelin. No, spear. No, he doesn't. But he has Luemios adjacent to him, so he cannot. Okay, so who's next? Diomar cannot, because he has enemies on the adjacent hex. Now, Swelpos is going to throw on Cassius. That's 5 plus 1 because Cassius wears armor, so that's this is sorry. First I'm rolling for to hit, so this is a miss, and now I was firing here, so I hit this hex. This is no effect, and that was Swelpo, so he's also marked as no spear again. And now Rocco, Gero, Odo are all adjacent to the enemies, so they cannot use their missile weapons. Now, movement phase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. They will try to get rid of Lucius. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are moving in this way to get closer to the retreat edge of the board. Now these Germans. So Hengest is going to stay here. He will try to get rid of Luemios, and Karl is going to help him. And now them. He goes there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So they will try to engage these Romans in combat. Now them. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all here. And now there. Well, they are all engaged. Save to Ricimer. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's all for the movement phase. And now let's carry on with combat. So these two German horsemen are attacking Lucius. They have 31 versus 14. That's 17. So this is going to be 17-20, and we have two horsemen versus single horseman, so that's +1 into 21-30. A roll is made, +1 for armor, that's 8. In 21-30, this is S. So he is stunned. And now I need to, he is dismounted, and he falls from his horse. So I need his full health counter. His horse is still alive, and now they can perform advance after combat. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. And now 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So they are moving like this. They are pretty close to the edge, as you can see. Now there, Hengest and Karl are attacking Luemios. They have 25 versus 4. That's 21 and +1 for numerical advantage. So this is 31-50. And 9. That's 31-50 and 9. That's S. So Luemios is stunned and they can advance. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now Ernest and Kuno are attacking Deimos. So that's 17 versus 2. That's 15. So this is 13-16. +1 for numerical advantage and -1 because of this disadvantageous terrain. So that's 13-16. And 9 in the 13-16. Attacker retreats 1 hex. So all attackers have to retreat 1 hex. That's good for Deimos. Now Waldo and Cassio are attacking Akumis. They have 15 versus 5, that's 10. So that's 9-12. +1 for numerical advantage, -1 for disadvantageous terrain. So that's still the basic. 9-12 and 5, that's R1. So Akumis retreats 1 hex and Waldo advances. Mano and Folki are attacking Pontius. That's 19 versus 13. That's 6. So that's 5-8. And -1 for disadvantageous terrain. So that was 5-8 and -1. That's 0-4 and 4 because he wears armor. In the 0-4, that's R1. So defender has to retreat 1 hex. Next, here, Delmar attacks Domitus, 20 versus 6, that's 14. and 1. Wow! That's dead. Oh, and +1 for his armor. So that's not, he's still alive. That's wound. So Domitus is wounded. Next, Suelpius attacks Cassius. That's 5. And +1 for armor, that's 9. In the 5-8, attacker retreats 1 hex. Karl attacks Aesius. That's 10 versus 5. That's 5. And now he is adjacent to the 2 other legionnaires. If such thing happens, then you get +1 modifier in favor of the defender. So that was 10 versus 5, so that's 5. And now we are shifting from 5-8 into 0-4. So we have 0-4 and 9, +1 for the armor, that's 10. So this is attacker wounded. And Karl was already wounded, so he dies. Sorry, no Karl, but Kurt. So his horse is still alive, but I need a Kurt death marker. Okay, here it is. He falls on that hex. Now, Rocco attacks Servius. That's 10 versus 3, so that's 7. And he's also adjacent to the 2 legionnaires, so that's +1 in favor of the defender. So this was 7, so 5-8, and -1 in favor of the defender, that's 0-4. And I got 1, +1 because of armor, that's S, so he is stunned. And because he was already wounded, then being stunned means that he dies. Next, Gero. Gero attacks Vorenus, that's 18 versus 7, that's 11. And same thing, he's adjacent to the 2 other legionnaires, that's +shift in favor of the defender, so that's 11, so that would be 9-12, we are shifting into 5-8. And 3 in the 5-8, that's S, he's stunned. And I don't want to advance, or maybe the question is if I can. Well, I cannot, because there will be +2 for the... I cannot end my movement on this hex, so I think I can't move on, because I would need 4 movement points here for the slope and 2 for the infiltration. So I wouldn't have enough hexes to end my movement here or there. So no, I cannot advance. Now, Odo and Ricimer are attacking Sabinus. They have 21 versus 7, so that's 14, +1 for numerical advantage, and +1 because he's on the disadvantageous terrain. So that was 14, it is going to be 13, 16, and +2 into 21, 30. And 9 in the 21, in the 31, in the 21, 30, that's R1. So defender retreats 1 hex. He can retreat, so he moves there. Odo takes this hex. That's all for the German combat. Now let me see if I have any Germanic warriors who are stunned. I don't think so, but I would better check just to make sure. That he's stunned, but he's Roman. He's stunned, but he's also Roman. So no one is stunned. That's the end of the German actions in the turn 2. Let's carry on with Romans and their allies. We are starting with Missile Phase, and now Emilius wants to toss his pilum on Wolf. I think Emilius can, yeah. So let me try. I'm firing on this hex. So that's 7. That's a miss. So I hit this hex. No one is hit. So I mark Emilius as Pilum spent. Next, anyone else? Well, he cannot. He has no missile weapons. He cannot. He cannot. He cannot. He already used his spear. And Gaius. Gaius wants to throw his spear on Agila. That's 8, that's miss, no one is on adjacent hex, so no one is hit. So that's all for him. That was Gaius. And, well, it looks like that's everything. Or maybe... No, Sabinus cannot, because he's adjacent to the enemy. Decimus also is adjacent, same to him, so no. That's all for the missile combat. Let's go to the movement phase. Let me move the camera a bit. Now, Emilus is only one who can stop them, or at last slow them down. So, 1, 2, 3. And now he wants to move here, so he needs to 3, 4, 5, because that's infiltration. And now I have to make a rescroll. That's 2, I'm fine. And that's all. Next. He has only 3 movement points, so, well, not much. Quintus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cassius spends his movement points to saddle his horse. It costs him 3 movement points, and now he can move, but only up to the number of the movement points he would have as a foot warrior. So he had 6 movement points, and now he mounts his horse and can move only up to 3. So he rides there. Antonius is going to move here, so now he wants to spend 2 movement points to move here. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. That's for him. They are going to stay here and try to stop these Germans. Sabinus moves 1 and 2. So that's all for my Germans and my Romans and my Celts. Do I want to do anything with my remaining Celts? Because most of them are already dead, I'm afraid. Yeah, he's stunned. He's alive but wounded. So I'm going to move him like this and that. And that's all for my movement phase. Now let's go to the Roman combat. So they are both attacking Wolf. They have 33 versus 12, that's 21. So this is going to be 21-30. And 3 in the 21-30, that's W plus HK. So Wolf is wounded and his horse is dead. So I need to mark his horse as dead. And he is still alive, but wounded. And he has to be placed on the adjacent hex, but only on the wounded side. Where do I have a wolf? Yeah, here he is. So he is there. Next, Damos and Akumis are attacking Widow. So they have 16 versus 5, that's 11, and plus 1 because we have 2 versus 1. So that was 9-12, and plus 1, that's 13-16. And 8 in the 13-16, that's R1. So defender has to retreat 1 hex. He moves here, Akumis goes there. Pontius attacks Folky, that's 21 versus 4, so that's 17, and 6 in the 17-20, that's stunned. So Folky is stunned. Cassius runs on Swerpius, that's 21 versus 5, so that's 17 again. Oh, that's just 8. So he has to retreat 1 hex. That's what he does. And Cassius moves here. Now, Decimus and Elius are attacking Rocco. That's 20 versus 6. So that's 14. And +1 for numerical advantage. So that's 2. In the 17-20, that's K. So Rocco dies. That was German warrior named Rocco. So he is dead. And now Sabinus attacks Odo. That's 12 versus 6, so that's 6. And +1 because he's on the disadvantageous terrain. So that's 5, 8 and +1 into 9, 12. And 10 in the 9, 12. That's attacker wounded. Oh, that's unlucky for Sabinus. He is wounded. Okay, that's all for the Roman combat, and now I have to flip all the stunned characters on the Roman and Celtic side on their good health side. They were stunned. That was German warrior, and this legionnaire is back to senses again. So this concludes turn 2. As you can see, Germans are approaching their retreat edge, so some of them will be probably able to leave the board. But the question is if there will be enough of them to gain a victory. Let's go with turn 3. We are starting with Germans and their missile combat. Now, can I perform any missile attacks? They don't have any targets, so no. Same goes to Hengest. Karl also cannot. He is adjacent to the enemy. He can, but let me see. This is Kuno. The question is, no, he already spent his spear, so he cannot. Ernest. No, Ernest still holds his spear, so Ernest tosses his spear on Damos. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is normal range, no modifiers, and that's 1, so he hits. How effective it was. Wow! That's 2, so Damos dies. And now I have to mark Ernest as spear spent. They cannot because they are adjacent to the enemy. Mano isn't adjacent to the enemy, so Mano may toss his spear on javelin on Pontius. That's 7, so he misses. And which hex he hit? Pontius was like that, so this hex was hit. No effect. And that was Mano, so 1 javelin off. He has 3 javelins left. Now, anyone else? Nope. That's all for the German missile combat. Now, German movement. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 4 of my infantry men left. Now, next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So horseman is out. That's good. So we have couple of men out of board already, but still that's pretty far from the number we need to gain a victory. So I have to fight more. Now they are engaged with Akumis. Mano moves here. He will try to help Wolf. Delmar tries to leave this place, but as he goes here, he has to spend 2 movement points and make a risk roll. 1, he is fine. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's also off board now. Next, they will fight with Cassius. He will fight here, and these two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I think that's mostly everything. No, I have a Kuno here. So how can I use him? I think he goes there. So that's all for my movement phase, and now combat phase. Wolf and Segimar are attacking Emilius. They have 16 versus 6, so that's 10, and plus 1 for numerical advantage. That's 9, 12 into 13, 16. And 3 in the 13, 16, that's W. Emilius is wounded. Next, Ernest and Kuno are attacking Luemios. That's 17 versus 4. That's 13 and plus 1 shift for numerical advantage. This will be 17, 20 and 7 in the 17, 20. This is S. So Luemios is stunned, and thanks to that they can perform advance after combat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. That's good. Now they are attacking Akumis. That's 15 versus 5. That's 10. And plus 1 for numerical advantage, minus 1 for disadvantageous terrain. So no effect, and 10. This is attacker wounded. So one of them is wounded, and this is going to be Wildo. So I need to replace him with wounded marker. Now Mano attacks Pontius. That's 11 versus 13. That's minus 2. This is going to be hard combat. Oh, and 9 because he wears armor. That's minus 5 and 9. That's attacker retreat 1 hex. So he retreats there. They are attacking Cassius. So they have 20 versus 13, so that's 7, and 5 in the 5, 8, that's R1. So he has to retreat 1 hex, like this. Next, Gero attacks Voermus, that's 18 versus 7, so that's 11, and 5, that's R1. So he retreats there, and he moves here. And now these two, Odo and Resimer, are attacking Sabinus. That's 21 versus 4, that's 17, and plus 1 for numerical advantage. That's 21, 30. 7 and 8, because he wears armor. That's 8, so he is stunned. He was wounded, so he dies. So they can make advance after combat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I have to move like this because the first hex you are taking after advance after combat must be the hex occupied by the enemy you defeated. Okay, so now let me check for the Germans who are stunned. He is stunned. Anyone else? I don't think so. No, no one else is stunned on German side. So that's all for the Germans in the turn 3. Romans and Celts. Missile combat phase. And now. He cannot. I think he's the only one left on the Celts. All the other Celts are dead. Yeah, looks like so. So I believe that the Germans are going to win this time. Let me see. Domitius. No, Domitius has no enemies in his side. Magnus has no pilum. He is adjacent to the enemy. Gaius. I think that Gaius already spent his pilum, so he cannot make a missile combat. Nope. Looks like no missile combat for Romans and Celts now. So, movement phase. Lucius cannot mount his horse because his horse is adjacent to the enemy. So he moves 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. Antonius moves 1, and Quintus goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Acumis is going to stay here. Pontius is going to stay there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 4. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, looks like that's all when it comes to the Roman and Celtic movement. So, combat. Lucius attacks Ernest. That's 13 versus 4, so that's 9. And that's 1. Fantastic. That's 9 and 1, that's wound. So Ernest is wounded. Next here, Emilius, Quintus and Antonius are attacking Wolf. So they have 22, 32, 38 versus 4. So that's 34. So that's 3150, plus 1 for numerical advantage, that's 5170. And 8 in the 5170, this is W, so Wolf is wounded. He was already wounded, so he dies. And now Quintus moves here, and Antonius moves 1, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. He makes risk roll, so that's fine. He's fine. Now, Magnus and Pontius are attacking Folki. That's 32 versus 4. So that's 28, and plus 1 for numerical advantage. That's 1. So Folki goes down with a bang. And let me find Folki. Dead body. He is here. Folki dies, and Magnus takes the hex. Acumis is going to attack Cassio. That's 11 versus 4. Oh no, he's going to attack Guido. It's 11 versus 3, so that's 8. And plus 1 for disadvantageous terrain. So that's even better. And this is 5. In the 9-12, this is R1. So Guido retreats 1 hex. Acumis moves there. Cassius and Gaius are attacking Agilao. That's 33 versus 5, so that's 27, plus 1 for numerical advantage. That's 6. In the 3150, this is W, so Agilao is wounded. And finally there, Decimus and Elius are attacking Gero. That's 20 versus 10, so that's 10, and 9. In the column of 9-12, that's attacker retreats 1 hex. So they have to step back. And now Vorenus attacks Odo. That's 12 versus 6, so that's 6. And 3 in the 5-9, 5-8, that's S. So Odo is stunned. So that's all for Romans and Celts. Let me check for the stunned characters. Do we have any? I believe there was someone. Yeah, Lumios. And looks like that's all. All the others are dead. Right? Right, all the others are dead and they are not going to wake up. And this concludes turn 3. We are in the turn 4 and Germans managed to evacuate 7 warriors. So that's about half, because they need 13 or more to get decisive victory. So they aren't very far, but as you can see, that's not, this is not going to be easy. We are starting with their missile phase, and let me see if they can do any missile combat. They cannot, because they are adjacent to the enemy. Same goes to them, same goes to him, same goes to him. Same here. Suerpius can, but I think he already spent his spear. Yes, yes, he did. So, Ricimer. Yeah, Ricimer can throw his spear, so he's throwing it on Vorenus. That's 8, so he misses, and he hits this hex, so no effect. Okay, so let me mark Ricimer as used when it comes to his spear, and now movement phase. So he has only 4 movement points left. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is going to stay here fighting with Lucius. Now he wants to... I think he's going to stay here. He will engage these Romans and buy some time for his fellows there. So they are trying to fight, and Ricimer, well, Ricimer is going to leave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and he's off board. Okay, so that's all when it comes to the German movement, and now German combat. Kuno attacks Lucius, that's 9 versus 7, so that's 2, and plus 1 for armor, that's 3. So 0, 4, and 3, and 4, that's R1, so Lucius evacuates himself, and now he can 1, 2, 3, and 4. He moves like this. Next, Guido attacks Akumis, that's 5 versus 5, that's 0. They are both on the same terrain, so no modifier at all. And 10 in the 0, that's attacker wounded. So Guido dies. Cassio and Mano are attacking Magnus. They have 17 versus 7, that's 10. Plus 1 for numerical advantage, minus 1 for the disadvantageous terrain. 4 plus 1 for armor, 5 in the 9-12, that's R1. So Magnus has to step back, and he goes 1, 2, 3, rescroll, 5, he's fine, I believe. Yeah, that's all. And Cassio stays here. Suerpius and Agilo are attacking Cassius. They have 16 versus 13, so that's 0, 4. And my god, that's 10 attacker wounded. So Suerpius is wounded. And oh, I forgot to move Gero. Oof, me bad. Well, sorry, that was my mistake. I should make some move with him, but looks like I forgot. Well, happens during the battle. And that's all when it comes to the German movement. Do I have any stunned Germans? Oh yeah, I have Odo. So that's all when it comes to the German actions in the turn 4. We are going into Romans and Celts. First, missile combat. Luemios can use his weapon. Yeah, he has a spear, so he can use it. And who is going to be his best target? Let me see. Kuno? No, because there is a horse on their way. Ernest, but it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hexes. 7 hexes for such an attack, it will be medium range. So I will have +1 to my die roll. That's 10, no effect. And Luemiros is marked as no more missile weapons. Next, Akumis. Akumis still has his spear, so he tosses it on Cassio. 6 plus no, so that's 6. So this is going to be, he misses, but he hits this hex. So he hits his ally. Okay, that's very unfortunate. And 1, my god. So Pontius dies. That's what I call friendly fire. My god. So Pontius is dead. I need his death marker now. Okay, his horse is fine, but Pontius dies from his friend's spear. What a traitorous Celt. Anyone else? Decimus has no missile weapons. Akumis, no. Aelius, no. So that's all for the Roman missile combat movement phase. 1, 2, 3. 1. They will stay here. 1. 1, 2, and 3. Magnus stays here, Cassius stays here, Gaius stays here, and they go there. So that's all for the Roman movement, and now Roman combat. 13 versus 2, that's 11, and 4 in the 11, so 9, 12, that's S. So he's stunned, he was already wounded, so he dies. So 1, 2, and 3. Next, Emmius and Antonius are attacking Sigimer, so that's 28 versus 6, so that's 22, so 21, 30, and 2 in the 21, 30, that's K. So Sigimar dies. So his horse isn't killed, but he is. So Sigimar, and I now need Sigimar dead body. He's there. And next. Akumis attacks Cassio. So that's 11 versus 4, so that's 7, and 2. That's good roll. 2 in the 5-8, that's S, so he's stunned. And I can move here. Magnus attacks Mano. 11 versus 6, so that's 5. And again 2. He's stunned as well. So another German is senseless. Cassius attacks Suepius. 22 versus 3, that's 18. And 1, he dies. 1, 2. Caius attacks Agilao. 11 versus 3, so that's 8. And 2 in the 5-8, that's S. He's stunned and he was wounded, so he dies. Decimus and Aelius are attacking Gero. That's 20 versus 10, so that's 10. And oh my god, that's W, so he's wounded. And Gero was already wounded, so he dies. This is some kind of massacre. So his horse is fine, but poor Gero is now dead. Let me find his dead body. Oh, sorry. There he is. And Voenus attacks Odo. That's 12 versus 6, so that's 6. And 10 in the 5-8, attacker wounded. So Vermus is wounded now. And let me check for stunned Romans or Celts. Are there any? Well, most of the characters are already wounded, so if they are stunned or if they are stunned, they die. People die if they are killed, like someone said. They are Germans, so looks like there are no stunned Romans and Celts. So this concludes turn 4. So that's the half of the battle. And as you can see, a lot of Germans were already killed in this turn, so they are still a bit far from winning the game, actually. Let's go with Germans, and now missile combat phase. He cannot. No one here, no one there, and no one there. Oh, no options for missile combat for Germans, so movement. Now Kuno. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you can see, he tries to run away into safety. Odo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he leaves the board. And do I have any other Germans that I can move? I have a feeling that I have none. Yeah, these two are stunned, so no. Yes, that's all. That's all for Germans. So now let me wake these two stunned up. And that's all for Germans. Now we are moving into Roman and Celt movement phase. So what I'm going to do I want to perform any missile combat? I believe Quintus already spent his pilum. Actually not. So he's going to throw his pilum on Kuno. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. He misses. No enemies on the adjacent hexes, so no effect. Now anyone else? Domitius used his spear, so no option for him. And looks like that's all. So Roman and Celtic movement. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, and 3. So that's all for the Roman movement. And now Roman combat. So 11, 21, and 43. That's 43 versus 5. That's 38, and plus 1 for numerical advantage, so we are moving into 5170 column. And 1, I guess you know what it means. Sorry, Kuno, you are also dead. Next, Luemios and Domitius are attacking Cassius, I think with help of Akumis. So that's 20, 25 versus 4, that's 21. So this is going to be 2130 plus 1 for numerical advantage into 3150. 8 in the 3150, that's S. He's stunned. He's still alive, so he can be stunned. And now Gaius and Cassius are attacking Mano. So this is going to be 33 versus 6. So that's 27, plus 1 for numerical advantage, minus 1 for disadvantage of terrain. So that's still 27, and 2 in the 2130, this is dead. So Mano is dead. And I am moving 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's all for the Roman combat. I don't have any Romans to wake up because all the Romans are fine. And that's the end of the turn 5. We are moving into turn 6. And all the Germans are dead or off board, save to this one poor guy who is stunned. And he's back to life. So we are moving right into the Roman movement phase, and now all of them are attacking him. I feel sorry for him, really. That's 33, 38, and 47. That's 47 versus 4, so that's 43. So that's 3115, plus 1 for numerical advantage, that's 3150. And 7, he's wounded. So that was Cassio. He's wounded. And that's all. This concludes turn 6. We are in the turn 7 now. And all this poor Cassio can do is, well, he will try to attack someone. Akumis is his target, so that's 3 versus 5, that's minus 2. And 6 in the minus 5, that's no effect. So that's all. And now they are ganging on him again. And that's 5170, I already know. And 2, so he dies. And that's all for the battle. Now let me count the number of German warriors that managed to leave the board. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 of them are safe. And what it means? This is a tie. So the battle ends with a draw. As you could see, at the beginning of the battle, it looked like Germans are going to win this battle. They had definitely an advantage on this flank and slaughtered these poor Celts with easy. But as the Romans intervened, then the situation changed drastically and the Romans slaughtered these poor Germans, killing them with ease. So this is definitely not a one-sided battle as it may look at the beginning of the game. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you noticed any mistakes that I possibly made, feel free to point them in the comments. I'm going to make more videos about this game, so we will back to Oppidum soon, but that's all for today.